How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about Superman Lois Season 1, Episode 6, titled Broken Trust. Well, this episode was, a bit of a doozy. So, anyway, Morgan Edge does this little speech thing that obviously is a bunch of BS. Lois, shows up there because, of course, she's got to investigate Morgan Edge because he's clearly doing something shady because, it's Morgan Edge. Leslie asks, "You want me to take care of her?" And he's like, Edge is like, "Nah, she can't do anything." And our mysterious villain from another world shows up. Uh, yeah. So obviously, Lois goes to I think his name is Kyle and Lana, and and asks them for help getting into the mines. Oh, I skipped over one small scene. Tag jumping Jordan from last episode is continued into now. He beats up Jordan. Jordan, as of yet, does not have super healing. Superman saves Jordan, and then is forced to save a train from Tag derailing it. And Sam is being pre-crisis Sam now. He's got that. He's suddenly got that mentality. Well, it's shining through. His inner evil, his inner villains coming through. That's actually like the entirety of the episode when it comes to Sam. Anyway, Lois then meets up with Marcus Ridgewater. That's his current name. Anyway, and they go sneak into the mines. There, they get jumped by Leslie, who, after finding X-Kryptonite. Or XK. Anyway, after seeing all of the fancy gadgets that, Marcus has, she questions him. Who is he, really? How does he have all this shit? Unfortunately, as that happens, and there's a problem with Jordan. Now, rewind. Jordan's having some super hearing issues. It's freaking out the rest of his powers, specifically his super hearing. His heat vision. It's Jordan's powers are developing more and more. As a result of this, the heat vision goes out of control, and he hits Clark with it, or hits Clark's hand. Clark takes them to Metropolis, where they are in a hotel room. Now, the rest of the Smallville football team join up. Hey, let's go out drinking. Oh, they'll go out and have fun. They get into a fight with Metropolis's team, and there, Jordan breaks Jonathan's arm. Because Jonathan tries to stop Jordan from knocking a douchebag on his ass. I just looked at the time for the video 4 minutes in. I could say douchebag now. Anyway, he tries to knock down the douchebag cutter on his ass. Jonathan stops him at the cost of his right arm. Or I think it's his right arm. This leads to Lois and Clark having to have a talk with them. They have to take Jonathan to hospital and whatnot. While this was happening, again, there's a lot of storylines going on. Tag tried to talk down... No, not Tag, sorry. Clark tried to talk down Tag after he had kidnapped Sarah. And then the military came in and tried to shoot up Tag because... Of course, Sam is... Apparently the tweet was right. Sam is a villain now. Because it was like, It was mentioning in the same tweet talking about Captain Luthor and Edge. It had Sam. I was like, wait, Sam is a villain? Thinking emoji. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. Please go do so. Link in the description down below. But anyway, so Sam is looking to become a villain this season, and it's a bit. Ooh. Anyway, he had sent people with live rounds after a kid, including kryptonite rounds. Now, while in talks with Jordan after everything, Clark tells him that no, you're not much different from me because each and every time, because I had to earn people's trust, and each and every day, 20 years later, that trust is tested, and trust, when broken, is harder to earn back, which life lessons for us all. This is true. Once you break trust, it's hard to get it back. I forget what the last scene was. What was the last scene? Oh yeah. So Sarah asks Jordan about how Tag had said that the explosion was Jordan's fault. Now we know it's his fault. Jordan lies. Afterwards, he's talking to his mom and he has a breakdown because he's tired of lying. He's essentially tired of being Superman's son. The powers are just too much for him. The super strength broke his brother's arm. He had to lie to what is his only friend. The breakdown causes Jordan to seize up, like he has a seizure. And Lois calls for Clark, and Clark then says he's taking Jordan to the fortress. Now, I'm sure someone of you are wondering what happened to this week's episode of review of The Flash. That is coming next week because it's a two-parter episode. I do try and cover two-parter episodes together. So look forward to that next week along with the next week's episode. Anyway, overall, this episode was actually pretty good. It's a bit of a filler episode, but, you know, needs must and whatnot. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.